Tonight's top story, part 2 of navigating the waters of flood protection. I sat down with a man that plays an integral role in protecting not only Minot, but all 4 counties within the Souris River Basin in North Dakota. Ryan Ackerman is an engineer and administrator of the Souris River Joint Board. He spent a lot of the spring of 2011 evaluating the risk and directing emergency levee construction near Burlington to help where he could. I sat down with him to learn where the basin stands with flood protection today, and he explains why, for him, the project is so much more than just a job. He is this week's Someone You Should Know. Ryan Ackerman has been a part of the flood fight since the very beginning.
Ultimately, we got washed off of the levees, late 2 o'clock in the morning one night or whatever. Ultimately, the river got too high. Well, that was after being out there for probably 5 days straight, maybe 5 hours of sleep in 5 days kind of a thing, just totally exhausted. And I remember getting home and my wife was sitting on the couch and the videos were playing with regard to what was happening in Minot. And it just hit me. Like I sat and I sobbed for like 2 hours, just that, we'd lost this fight, right? And just felt so ashamed of like what was happening. But like ultimately it was like that rupture. After kind of collecting myself and going, all right, I know what my purpose is. I know what I'm gonna do.
His purpose is clear: flood protection.
We learned a lot in 2011, a lot. I would never say that we'll, ever be able to fully tame Mother Nature, but we're going to be in a much better position and we're not going to be as caught off guard next time something, happens.
A 500-year flood event may not be the most likely thing to happen, but 10 years ago, the overflows of the Mouse River ravaged Minot's Valley.
It's been an interesting decade.
That's perhaps the simplest way to surmise the aftermath of the 2011 flood.
What the system that we had at that time was not designed to protect against was that snowmelt event followed by large and persistent rainfall events that occurred, starting really in early April and continued through the end of June.
Nearly 20 years ago, when Ackerman's engineering career began, he had no idea he'd spend most of it designing a system that would protect the Souris River Basin from such devastation.
It's not just another job. Like, this is a career trajectory altering thing for me. I mean, after 2011, I committed to doing this, and I'm going to stick with it until I'm done.
With about $400 million invested so far in the billion-dollar project, what's been built has changed the look of the river's path through Minot. Huge earthen levees from the 83 bypass to the water treatment plant, a flood wall, and a ditch system were all finished last year. This massive pump station and the nearby 4th Avenue flood wall are almost done. Ackerman says in about 5 years, 63% of the Minot Valley will be protected from a flood the size of the 2011 disaster. Now, depending on approval of funding, the remaining areas of town under threat could be finished by about the 25th anniversary of the flood.
We keep on designing and we keep on constructing as we can afford it, basically.
I will detail what's left to build, which parts are paid for, and what's left to be funded in the third and final part of Navigating the Waters of Flood Protection tomorrow night here on KX News at 9 and on KX News at 10.